Well, hello there, people of YouTube. Fat Guy with Old Computers here with a slightly different video than I normally do. I just wanted to show everybody this nice little switch I got. It is a Plexxi. I've never heard of them before today. It is a what's called a Switch 1. So, those, I've needed something to transfer, I wanted to upgrade to 10 gig. And I've been looking for switches and they're expensive. And then I happened to come across this with, and it's like $100 for shipping. I'm like, okay, but it's $50. $150 for a 8, 16, 24, 32 port 10 gig switch. Yeah. So naturally, I don't turn it on as soon as I get it. I take it apart. So I just took some screws out and we're going to have a quick look inside. I'm not even, no script or anything like that. Come on. There we go. Oh, lordy. That's a beefcake of a heatsink. So, a little bit of information about this. It is 24 10 gig ports, and it said it had 2, but it looks like there's 4 40 gig ports. So naturally, I had to go out and buy a 40 gig card and cable for my server, because I'm going to have a 40 gig uplink to my NAS, and then, I might as well, right? I got it. But look at all that pretty. It's got VGA on board. All that pretty aluminum heat sinking. So this is some kind of proprietary uplink, and it's fiber. And it's fiber. And it's fiber. And there's a shitload of fiber back there for some reason. I'll get back to that in a minute, but that's some beefy heat sinking. Looks like it has some kind of SATA-ish disc on module. Bunch of voltage regulators. I took the power supplies and the fans out for now. Because now I'm going to swing her around. Look at all those fibers. So it's whatever the uplink is comes around here to this black box, and out of the black box springs 8, 16, 24, 26 connections. So there's 26 fiber connections. There's 2 send and receive. So I don't exactly know what's going on there. All I know is that is an expensive little black box. It's all expensive. These little guys are gently. So no matter what, I got a bunch of transceivers. 1411, 10 gig. So I got a bunch of transceivers in the back of it. I don't know why. This is the RX. No, I'm not even ever going to hook this back up. At least this part of it. But there we go. Let's get that thing open. Okay, so pull the screws out and come on. Ta-da! Yeah, that's a lot of whittle fibers. Somebody had to be paid to put all that together. That's insane. Shame it's never going to probably find that light down it again. I disconnected this already because I took the fans out. The fans are kind of nice. They just, they just plug in directly into the card, like so. It's kind of weird that it blows back to front. Okay, whatever. But I was looking at these, this fan connector, and she's got a pop cap. So I took the screws out, and that is one unhappy capacitor. It's likely fried. Well, it's more than likely fried, but it probably failed short. And then the absolute massive power supplies in this thing just railed that short, and it kept shorting it until it was not shorted. So that fan may not work. It looks like the traces are okay, at least from what I can see. It just looks like the cap just went poop. Plexxi. There we go. Affinity connector module 2. See, this thing is just so fucking over-engineered. Jesus. This is the textbook definition of spared no expense. Okay, let's put that back there. The power supplies even. I took the screws out of one of them. Hot swap, 600 watt power supplies. All in 12 volt. Well, yeah, practically all 12 volt. It gives a 3.3 and a 5 is 16 watts. Yeah, so it's all 12 volt. But I took loose because you have to, you have to look inside. Lots of fuses, hot snot, light pipes, a fan that's blowing back to front. $600 RA. It's, just looking for bad caps. I'm not seeing any. These are all Nichicons. At least they look at it. Power regulation. There's some kind of model number there for those playing along. Care. Regulation board. Temperature sensor. Proprietary connector. Yeah, this is 600 watt power supply, all in 12 volts. Kind of cool, actually. But next up, I want to get those heat sinks off. Yeah, let's get those heat sinks off. Okay, so I got the screws out. I'm just gonna so it looks like we got some kind of controller with memories. So this is probably what controls the whole thing. That's a big chip. Let's see if I can't. I can read that one. I'm not going to touch it. That's a CPU of some sort, I'd presume. I don't see any markings. Right there. Anyway, that's not why we're looking at this thing, so let me put this back together. I mean, if nothing else, I got a bunch of optical transceivers and a couple sticks of RAMs. I mean, worst case scenario, whatever that is, that's probably a micro SATA. I mean, so no matter what, I think I'll do okay. Haha. me get that back on. So, all right, 4 screws, and then it's just gently. That's it. All of that for just that. Let me get some alcohol in that. I want to take a look. Yes, I will re-thermal paste it. I got some brand new Arctic Silver 5 coming in, so it's going to be thermal pasted. Come on. Yes. That's kind of underwhelming, to be honest. I was expecting a bunch of these little chips, you know? Not just the one. There it is. It doesn't, not coming off. It's that granular paste that does not come off. Whatever it is some kind of Broadcom. That's it. All that is done up here. It's all handled by one chip. It doesn't. Man, I feel cheated almost. I'm not going to scratch it. I'm going to put it back. But damn. There's more on the control board than there is on there. I don't know if that's standard or not, but I was expecting a whole bunch of that, you know? But just one chip. One probably expensive motherfucker. Well, let's get her back together and see if I haven't killed it. Okay, I just put the screws back in this for right now, and I'm putting this together. There's that. But why, every single fan has a fan controller and fan speed. But why do you need such an expensive cable to monitor all that through there? What is the benefit of this? I don't understand it. I just have to get it off my... I mean, I understand the power, which looks like a miniature PCIe. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Even that's over-designed. I mean, you only need probably 2 of those 6 wires. But, okay, yeah, you have a little USB. Okay, now I can monitor all the things through that little chip down there. What's the point of this cable? I don't get it. I know it's signal, USB. I mean, okay. Whatever, I guess it's important, I guess. Put it in. By the way, I forgot which fan goes where, but this is what the fans are. Each one draws an amp. Those things are not going to be quiet. I'll tell you that right now. Little control bits on there. I mean, look at all that. Somebody had to design that board with that fan in mind, knowing that it's going to sit there and plug into the board just like so. They go hot swappable. So there's the amount of engineering that went into that fan controller alone is just silly. I mean, I know enterprise level gear is completely over-engineered, but god damn, there should be a easier, more economical way to do this. I mean, what do I know? Maybe it'll turn on and off the fans as it needs, and it pulses them in a way where it makes a leveling melody as it boots up. I don't know, but that's over-engineered. The whole thing is. Anyway, back to putting it together. Okay, I got everything back in. I got the fans in. I just have this sitting on top, just so when it blows air, it blows it all the way. I got the VGA connector on because why the not? You might as well. And let's see if it'll even. Oh, it's symphonic. Oh, something's coming up on the screen. Grub. It's got Linux. Surprise, surprise. But back to the fans. Those are not loud at all. Got some blinky lights. Some kind of Linux kernel it's booting. Oh. Change the speed of something there. Nothing's changed on the screen. No fire, no smoke. Still nothing. Hey, I got a login. I have no idea how to do that. So, well, it looks like it's working, I guess. You know, I didn't see any errors come up. Nothing. So I guess the only thing to do is to put the cover back on and hook her up. Those fans are not nearly as loud as they could be. Okay. I apologize for yelling at your over-engineered fans. I apologize. Alright, this next part's probably me having it all working together. Well, just as a little thing in here, it's I did manage to pull it up in the terminal. It does work. At least it's replying. But it is completely, I don't want to use the word bricked, but it is completely non-configured. So I am going to have to sit here for hours and poke at this thing to get it to work, and just go from there. You know, I gotta find and download this control software. So it's just, this is the part where I hate. This is where you have to fuck with software, because this is not exactly for home use. So I'm just gonna have to grin and bear it, and this is the last. Hopefully I'll get it done here in a little bit and I'll be okay. But I'd like to point out, this is what happens when the fan dies. Yeah, those fans can be really loud if they wanted to be. Alright, well, this has been hopefully, I don't know if it's been interesting, but it's been a video. And I hope everybody's, has some fun, so. Thanks for watching.